Hey everyone, it's Jay here, and I've been pretty bad. Hey everyone, it's Jay here, and I've been pretty bad lately. I haven't uploaded a video for about a month, which is way too long. I've been thinking about what I want to do with this channel. See, right now there's a bunch of travel vlogs up, and I never really started out thinking I want to be some big travel vlogger. I just needed something to put on the channel, so I threw together some holiday videos and kind of made a series out of it, which was kind of cool and fun, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope I keep doing it. But I always wanted to make a channel that's about art and illustration and cool creative stuff like that. So with that said, today I'm going to start a new series called Let's Draw. And the idea behind it is it's just meant to be something super casual where I just talk to you about my art process and I show you some recordings of what I've done, and yeah, just talk about art topics. I hope you enjoy, and let's get into today's first topic, which is how to find your style as an artist. Okay, so this is a drawing that I worked on this week, and it's mainly an art test to figure out if this is a style that I want to use for any potential YouTube videos. So I've had this idea for a long time that I wanted to create some draw my lifestyle videos. I don't know if they'll be animated, maybe a little bit, but I just needed a style that was clean and cartoony and reminiscent of what I've done previously, but at the same time something that's really easy to draw and doesn't take longer than, say, an hour per frame, because, you know, if I do a video that goes for 10 minutes, I'm going to have a lot of frames or a lot of scenes, so I'm going to be doing a lot of drawing. So right here you can see I'm just laying in some of the colors, and yeah, like the brushes I'm using are Kyle's Ultimate Mega Pack, I think, Kyle T. Webster. If you just Google him, I'm pretty sure you'll find it pretty easily because pretty much everyone uses those brushes. So I guess when it comes to style, I think the first thing a lot of people think of is anime or realism, or traditional art or comic book style art. But before you can even talk about all those things, I think you need to take a step back and ask yourself a very important question, and it's super deep and a little cheesy, but the question is, who am I? Because I feel like style is pretty much all about who you are. It's about what makes you happy, it's about what stories do you want to tell, and it's about your personality. Because everyone has a style, like even people that don't create things, like people have their own personal style. They choose certain things to wear, they like certain types of music, certain foods, different hobbies, and that becomes their style. So I think it's really important to know what you're interested in, what you like and what you don't like. And from there, then you can kind of figure out what suits you and what expresses you the best. Now, once you've done all that deep and meaningful soul searching, the next thing you probably need to ask yourself is it practical? What's the purpose that you're creating art for? In my case, I'm making a video, or I want to make a style that's suitable for video, so it needs to be relatively easy to do. And to tell the stories that I want to tell, I really want people to feel the emotion. So I feel like having something that's kind of cartoony and simple really helps people connect, because they can see themselves in it, right? Well, that's what I think anyway. You'll just have to let me know what you think when the video comes out. But I like cute stuff, and yeah, it just makes you smile. And I really like that, and I want the things that I create to encourage people to feel that way. So hence I've chosen this style. And I think that this is something that people don't think about enough, or artists don't think about enough. There's a lot of stuff online about how to draw correctly, how to manage light and color, and how to focus on forms and perspective and all this technical stuff. But there's hardly any conversation that I've seen that talks about meaning and the stories you want to tell, and isn't that what art is all about in the first place? Like having some kind of message or a story. And if there isn't, then at least have an emotion that you want to convey. And if you don't even have that, then you really need to take a long, hard look at why you're creating art. I guess, sure, some people just enjoy putting lines on paper and the feeling that that gives them, and yeah, I guess more power to them. But for me, I needed a bigger reason why I was doing this, and I wanted this to be more than just me enjoying, 30 minutes of my time after work or in my spare time. I wanted to create something that's going to move people and that they're going to really enjoy. So I really needed to ask myself those harder questions. Okay, I'm running out of things to say. So I've talked a lot about theory, which is kind of useless, I guess, in many people's eyes. I remember when I went to university and they taught us a lot of this theory stuff as well, and I remember all of us just complaining, thinking, when are they going to teach us something practical? Like how to use a certain tool, or how to use software, or how to use a paintbrush. I don't know, it's something like that, right? Like something more tangible. And it wasn't until now, like years after university, that I've realized how important all that theoretical stuff was. Because truthfully, the technical stuff, you'll just get it. Like if you persevere and you look up stuff online and you just practice, you're going to get there eventually. It's just, I feel like the way you're really going to be able to distinguish yourself and make really great art is if you ask yourself those hard questions about what story do you want to tell, and what makes you happy, and who you are, and how do you express that through your art. If you guys do want more practical advice on like what kind of brushes I'm using and to talk through my thought process here, let me know in the comments. But I think most of you guys can figure it out, right? So with this drawing right now, I'm working through some of the lighting issues. I added in kind of like a cast yellow light at the bottom there. And that's something that I'm really working on at the moment in terms of technical things, how to get my lighting on point, because lighting can make or break a scene, and it really plays a huge part in creating an emotion. So here I've just tried to throw something in, but it's kind of just faked, and I don't actually know if light would really behave like that in that scene. I just thought it looked cool, which is probably a huge no-no if you're like all about technical skills and whatever that stuff is. But hey, I was going for speed, right? Not accuracy. And that's one of the things I've kind of struggled with, like how accurate do your drawings need to be versus how abstract do they need to be. And I used to be of the camp that you had to be totally accurate and always strive to be the best. And I mean, I think it's a great discipline to have, to always be dedicated to improving the technical aspects of your craft. But if there's one thing I've learned, and if there's one thing the internet has taught us over these last few years, especially with memes and things like that, sometimes the most beautiful things aren't always popular. Sometimes the simplest thing, like a random dodgy drawing on the back of a post-it note, can go viral. And I mean, I'm not saying that going viral is the most important thing with art, but I feel like going viral is an indicator of the fact that your work is resonating with people. They think that it's worthy of sharing, which is great, right? And isn't that a lot of the reason why we create art in the first place? So don't be too caught up on things like being perfect technically. I think it's more important that you're focusing on communicating an emotion, building context for a story point, communicating meaning, communicating ideas. Those things are really important. And I think that's a great way to end this video. I don't really have much else more to add, and we're almost at the end. Here is the final animation. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you did, please like and comment. I'll be bringing out a lot more of these videos in the future, and I hope that you enjoyed. See you guys.